lovely, fun, interesting, and cool. Does it sound like you or someone you know? Do you know what these words mean or what part of speech they belong to? Did you say adjectives? You guessed it right. So let's learn more about adjectives, their meaning, definition, and types. So, what is an adjective? An adjective describes or modifies noun/s and pronoun/s in a sentence. It normally indicates quality, size, shape, duration, feelings, contents, and more about a noun or pronoun. How do we correctly define adjectives? The Cambridge Dictionary defines an adjective as a word that describes a noun or pronoun. According to Collins Dictionary, it gives a more elaborate definition. According to it, an adjective is a word such as big, dead, or financial that describes a person or thing or gives extra information about them. Adjectives usually come before nouns or after linked verbs. The Oxford Learner's Dictionary defines an adjective as a word that describes a person or thing. An adjective is a word belonging to one of the main form classes in any of multiple languages and often used as a modifier of a noun to convey a characteristic of the item called, to show its size or extent, or to designate a thing as different from something else, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Did you know that adjectives can be used to compare similar qualities of different subjects that perform the same action? There are 3 forms of adjectives or 3 degrees of comparison. They are positive or absolute form, comparative form, superlative form. Positive degree of comparison. The positive form or the positive degree of comparison is the form of the adjective used in the original form. For example, this book is interesting. This form of an adjective is used when there is no other subject to be compared. Comparative degree of comparison. The comparative form of the adjective is used when 2 subjects performing the same action or possessing the same quality are compared. For example, the book I read yesterday was more interesting than the one I read today. Superlative degree of comparison. The superlative degree of comparison is used when comparing the same quality of 2 or more subjects to represent that a subject is superior to 2 or more subjects in acting. For example, this fantasy novel is the most interesting book I have ever read. Adjectives can be divided into different categories based on their functions when used in a sentence. The different types of adjectives are descriptive adjectives, quantitative adjectives, proper adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, possessive adjectives, interrogative adjectives, indefinite adjectives, articles, compound adjectives. We've made different videos on each adjective. You can check them on our channel. So, let's learn how to use adjectives in sentences. English speakers may use numerous adjectives to describe whatever they can sense. These adjectives should be used in a sentence in a certain sequence. The first component that should be placed in a sentence according to the order of adjectives is the determiner. Determiners include possessive adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, demonstrative pronouns, and articles. For example, my, his, your, her, their, its, this, that, these, those, a, an, and the. Then comes the quantity of the particular object in the second place. For example, 2, 10, a dozen, many, much, a few, several, etc. A person's opinions about a particular noun is placed in the third position in a sentence with multiple adjectives. Just keep in mind that opinions can be general or specific. For example, beautiful, tasty, precious, horrible, pretty, elegant, lovely, etc. The size of the noun comes next. For example, huge, tiny, big, small, medium, long, etc. The fifth position can be occupied by the age of the noun. For example, new, old, ancient, young, etc. The shape of the noun is what takes the sixth position. For example, square, cubical, round, circular, spherical, cylindrical, triangular, etc. Colors of nouns take the next position after shapes in a sentence. For example, gray, purple, deep blue, black, etc. The origin of the noun comes in the eighth position. For example, Indian, Chinese, Spanish, Dutch, English, Sri Lankan, etc. The material of the noun takes up the ninth position. For example, silk, cotton, jute, wooden, glass, acrylic, etc. In the last position, just before the noun, you can write the purpose or qualifier of the object. For example, sports, uniform, mending, machine, denim, shirt, jute, sari, painting, brush, etc. The most important point that you should remember when using multiple adjectives is that the order has to be followed even if all types of adjectives are not used. Let's take a few examples. I saw a cute/little white cat on the way home. A is determiner, cute is opinion, little is size, and white is color. Have you seen the ancient Portuguese synagogue in Cochin? The is determiner, ancient is age and Portuguese is origin. Identify the adjectives in the following sentences. Check your answers. This session ends here with the introduction of adjectives with their order and appropriate examples. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and comment, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button.